Welcome. My name's Deb. I like to share about the human experience to help others with their human experience. If you're watching this video, it's probably a recorded version of a live version. I am hopping on live without actually announcing it. So if you're a subscriber, then you probably get a little notification. If you're not a subscriber, who knows? And yeah, so I was doing live for the last 7 days, and I did announce it on my channel, got some people to show up, and then some random people ended up showing up anyways. So I figure if random people are going to show up, why not do a random live, right? So here we are doing a random live, and since there's no one in here yet, I was curious what I was going to do while I just hang out and wait for people. And then why do I want to hang out and wait for people? Because I believe that we're always meant to be we always are exactly where we're meant to be, right? When you have an intuition or a little nudge to go to a certain store, maybe you were going to go to one store and then all of a sudden you're like driving there and then something's like, no, you're going to go to this other store. Like those little moments are unseen energies speaking to you because you are not just you. You are a combination of all the unseen energies and we're all flowing together. So, not that there's anyone in here to listen to this video. This is kind of weird. It's like the lives are weird because I never know if I should just go as if I'm doing a recording where there is no feedback or instant chats. But then as soon as someone pops in the chats, then it's like, sorry, I'm just fixing something. Then they start asking questions, and then you can't really keep a topic because there isn't really a topic to keep when the room is filled with not necessarily subscribers. It's people that don't know the subject, and not that there is a subject because it's the human experience. Like it's an all subject. One person described it as unique, but all in all, it's it is a channel of everything, but also it's not a channel about nothing, right? So we're here for the deeper conversations. We're here for the things that make our soul resonate and go aha, or for that reflection of those times that we may have caused someone else pain, or those moments that we want to feel grateful about things. Hello, Mike. Welcome, welcome. This is an open Q&A. If you are familiar with the channel, great. If you have any specific Q&A, otherwise, feel free, ask me whatever you would like, as long as it's respectable. And we do talk about the human experience here. So, what kind how many subjects can you include under the umbrella of the human experience? Hello, squirrels. Hello, Corey. You were great. You were all great. Thank you for joining me. So this live was actually really unexpected. I was in the habit of doing a live, and my subscribers were informed of the live for the last 7 days. I was doing one for 7 days at 7 p.m. for a minimum of 7 minutes. I finished day 7 yesterday. Today's day 8, and it was like 7:40, and I'm like, I feel kind of empty not going on the live. So here we are. We're doing a live. I keep looking down because I have a not a tarot card book in my hand, but an insight oracle deck, because I wasn't sure if anyone would be here for a live and I needed to keep myself busy. So this channel is started as an Awaken with Deb. It was let's see, how would you describe my awakening journey? Anyways, it went spiritual for a little while. So now it's kind of really baseline neutral of like anything that can happen will happen. And this is a place of duality. So like you can be negative or positive all you want, but it's you can switch it whatever way you want, whatever you can think. That's how your life goes. Right. So someone described this channel as very unique, and some people have described me as very random, but yet it's like therapy, right? Like you can go to therapy and really just talk about whatever subject you want. So it's kind of like that, but also I have a very unique set of wisdom. So my coworkers would play this game where only certain ones. So it was like, and we'd have different shifts. So it wasn't every work shift. So it was like, oh, I don't know when I work with this person. And it was fun when I work with them because they play a game of mentioning a subject and knowing that I had a limited amount of time frame, like before more customers came in, to give them whatever I knew about the subject that I think is probably the most odd out there information that they don't know. And every single time they were just kind of blown away. So um, that's here we are. So wish you yes, happy birthday. Like honestly, people that pretend their birthdays don't mean anything, but like no, your birthdays mean something. They really do. They mean something energetically. They help, the energies from when you were born help create who you are as a person. And so, since we're talking about like weird stuff, if you are into zodiac, look up the human design. If you aren't sure what the human design is, it's like the zodiac but on steroids, and it actually specifies it to you a lot more and goes more in depth, so that it actually makes a lot more sense. Because the zodiac, it's like, oh, there's 12 different characteristics for 6 billion people, right? But human design, it's it goes deep and it's wonderful. It's basically a birth chart, but it can go into deeper things with gates and energies and things. Birthday is August 24th. That's in 2 days. Wonderful, wonderful. Your name is Logan. I actually just lost a friend named Logan this last month. So I don't know who you are as Logan, but I'm going to take that as a hello. Um, yeah. Birthday is August 24th. I'm not sure what zodiac we're in right now. Are we in Libra yet, or did we are we still in Leo? I'm not sure what comes next. I'm in Aquarius, so I'm familiar with like half of the zodiacs. And usually if I meet someone and I know what their zodiac is, I'll dive into a little while. So I get a lot of certain zodiacs, but not a lot of all the zodiacs. And does anyone have like a Q&A? Happy birthday to people. But yes, so go look up human design. It goes around your birthday. It takes the energies that Okay, so if you have the zodiac that takes where your sun is when you were born, the human design basically takes into account where every planet, sun, moon, all of that is in effect at the time that you're conceived, and then the time that you were born. And there's also one more time frame, and I think it's like I think it's like when your soul actually goes into the little fetus inside the belly, something like that. And yep. So, but it's great because then you can get into the mix of how you interact with other people's human designs. And I have found it to be really accurate. So, okay, I am going to move forward with these cards because nobody is doing happy birthday. It's your birthday and you are sitting here on YouTube doing a live. Just that's that's wonderful, you know? Thank you. Thank you for making me be a part of your birthday. Happy birthday. And happy future birthday to you, Junior. Hello, Jimbo. Welcome, welcome. Feel free to drop where you guys are from also. Would love to hear it. I know that I have friends all over the world. Um, I have friends all over the world, but also these live videos have also attracted people from all over the world. So, welcome. I have not traveled all over the world. I have barely left the Western United States. I haven't even traveled all of the Western United States. Yes. Okay. So I'm shuffling these cards. I should probably be thinking of something. What do all you beautiful people need to hear right now? Which card is for these beautiful people? Anyone is out there that it might resonate with. So these things, sometimes things that I say, they're kind of channeled or esoteric, or also just random things that I come up with. If things don't resonate with you, like that's cool. They don't have to, right? Like take it or leave it. If it does resonate with you, well, then it was probably meant for you. So, I mean, obviously things can't be meant for everyone, but also you really do get drawn to what you're called to. Vibration is a thing, right? So, thank you. Thank you. Okay. I don't know. I guess this is the card. All right. So the card that came out is Faith, and it's purple. So I'm going to say that that's probably associated with the crown chakra. So this is a chakra oracle insight. And so if you don't know what the chakras are, that's where it gets kind of weird. It's and the word chakra, I think the yogi world, Americanized yogi Instagram world has made the chakras seem over just overdone, right? Over glamorized. It's you can bring it to a really basic science thing. Everything is light and everything is energy. And chakras are basically both. And the way that it's just a good way to get to know characteristics about yourself. There was a point where I didn't know what chakras were. And when I started diving into them, I was like, oh, it basically just categorizes the human personality and attributes. And then it teaches you like, oh, this is how to look to where like you might wanna I hate saying to like heal yourself or change yourself because you're always perfect how you are, but it is nice to strive to be a better person so that we don't create other people pain or injustices or like we want to create a good stable world for everyone, right? Like, I know I don't like being the cause of someone else's pain. And sometimes I am because I'm a human. And so when we learn about personality characteristics through chakras, then we can study them and learn about ourselves. And then we can become better people. And then that can radiate out. And then everyone else can learn too. And yeah. And not that we all have to be perfect, but we do all through the process, we all learn compassion and curiosity, and that is better than perfectionism because that's what allows people to get along and to collaborate and become a community. And that is what I think we need to get back to. I live in a small town, so it's easy for me to say that because even in a small town of like 5,000 people, we get 3 million visitors per year. And but there's still all these different cliques. Like everyone still has their little niche, their little category, but yet we are still this whole organism of a small town in the middle of nowhere. It's the most beautiful thing ever. So double taps. Definitely feel free to interrupt me with Q and A or comments or questions. Like I, as long as things are respectful and kind of along the subject of weirdness, just because it's like I have a lot of weird information and it goes unused and untapped. So when people ask simple things, it's kind of like, I don't care for simple. Uh, that's thank you. Oh, thank you. I don't know where you're from. I've had someone else say that about I don't know if it was a counselor or maybe one of the teachers at their spot. Um, yeah, I remember being a child and pretending to play teacher a lot, so maybe that comes out. Okay, this card is called Faith. I don't know if you can see it. It's got a nice. You can see the reflection of the light I'm using, the ring light. Okay, we have a sunburst, obviously, and a person's holding their hands up. It's not prayer hands, it's more open. To me, that's kind of like a receiving, but like you're kind of like, I want to go with you, but like, I'm ready. Come on, I'm ready. In the corner, it says hope, support, miracles, and spirituality. It does give me a little number that I can look up what the book says. It has some fairy dust around it. And of course, so faith is, I'm trying to look at the colors. Actually, let me see what chakra they associate it with because it might be third eye. But to me, it seems like it would be the crown. Wonderful. I'm kind of sad that I can only see your guys' names and not like faces and things. I've noticed that about so previous to the YouTube videos, I've only been doing YouTube videos since February, even though the channel says it's existed since 2016. But from 2016 till now, I was heavily active on Instagram for many years, even like daily videos, if not more. And then over the last year or two, it kind of faded away because AI came into the scene and I had some life stuff going on. So I pulled back. But Instagram was nice because you could instantly see people's faces and personalities that you were interacting with. Whereas YouTube, like most people are faceless. Most people aren't going to have information on their YouTube the way that they do with Instagram or Facebook. I don't know what TikTok's like. I haven't tried TikTok. I'm honestly kind of scared for my addictive personalities to even touch it. So, yeah, just putting that out there. I would love to know who you are, but this is YouTube. So, here we are. All right, faith. It is, why doesn't it tell me the chakra on it? The other ones say? Hmm. Interesting. All right. Well, I'm not going to read all of that because I can just tell you what I know about faith. Faith. Well, I wouldn't have named it faith for a while. About a year ago, I hit rock bottom for maybe the second time in life. Oh, so the first time, I mean, it was even the first time at rock bottom. I don't think I was at rock bottom. This last time, this was pretty bad. But I took a lot. I was taking a lot of leaps of faith. Um, so the Instagram I was talking about is currently inactivated. The links are probably still up somewhere, but you'll probably get an error about it. There is a new Instagram that has my name and my face with 0 posts, and some of the followers on there are basically just some of my local fans, my local peeps. But yeah, I lived a very unique lifestyle over the last 8 years or so, and I just needed a break. So I was kind of wiping the slate clean. Here we are. And here we are because the Instagram, it was adventure stuff. I did a lot of outdoor adventure stuff. So the videos and photos and reels, those were adventure stuff. Took a lot of time to do the editing. The captions were amazing. They were heartfelt. They changed people's lives. They were shared with thousands worldwide, tens of thousands worldwide. And but it just wasn't, it was taking up too much energy without the reciprocation in any, it was just, source and God guided me a different direction. And with AI coming on the scene and my lifestyle changing, a lot of the adventure kind of went away so I could handle some responsibilities for a moment. And and with that, a lot of the captions, I would see people start putting out captions very similar to mine that I mean, I'm not going to say I know it was AI, but I think it's very peculiar that their way of speaking all of a sudden changed, and their ability to become very thorough changed almost overnight. It's possible people have a spiritual awakening. It's possible they go through courses and things. And I'm not here to judge anyone. And even AI, like if people are using AI to save themselves brain power and energy to be able to convey and express what they're trying to express so that they don't need to hold things bottled up, or so that it, working with AI is an art in itself. But I felt like I was starting to get lost in the sauce, and people, I can see through some differences, but can other people see through differences? And and I'm real. I don't want to be compared to AI. So here we are with the videos, because I even did a training at work today. Like, there are signs for deep fake AI videos, and clearly my ums and ahs and shadows on my face and unperfect body gestures clearly tell you I am not AI. So, great speaking skills. Well, thank you. It has been my job my entire life, and I have been a parent most my entire life. So you do have to get good with communication when, yep, yep. But also, I'm very blunt and casual, and sometimes I just don't try or care. So I kind of like the casualness. I like to feel like a child that doesn't have to be so professional all the time. Faith. That's so funny. Faith has been on my mind so heavy today. Hope, support, miracles, and spirituality. Because I have taken so many leaps of faith. And a big chunk of my life, leaps of faith always panned out well. Like things were always working out for me. My phone's going to die. So I'm going to wrap this up and yep, phone's going to die. So as far as faith, the last few leaps of faith are, I will say, still unfolding. You could say that I crashed and burned and I had to pull myself back up. But through pulling myself back up, it brought me closer to God. So I feel like the faith that is being tested now is still just another test. And I hate even saying that. Like, you don't need to be tested. If you have the ability to quantum shift and just pick that vibration in that alternate reality, it can happen. It doesn't even have to be overnight. It can happen before you go to sleep. You can get that phone, like, because everything happens in the now. So if you believe it, you can do it. But there's going to be programming and subconscious beliefs and like physical trauma densities in the body that you can release through somatic release. But there's these things that are physically preventing the signal and the jump, that quantum jump over to that vibration. And so as I say, I believe these things, and yes, I say these things are doable, it's because I've seen people do them. It's been studied for centuries. It is the way the world works. You do enough meditation and you experience it enough for yourself, like you know how things work. Like I'm actually a cat. I have 9 lives. I'm on 7, and they've all been quantum shifts. So here we are. I'm getting better at making them faster, but they are going to take time because there is this 3D world, which it is changing very rapidly. All this stuff that's happening with space and Earth. And I mean, it's just so hard to say, like, we're going from these ape creatures to, like, oh, we're going to be these crystalline, half alien human beings. Like, it's hard for people to grasp that that's what's happening, but that's what's happening. At least if you're watching these videos and tuning into me and my reality, because that's what's happening for me. That's what I'm creating in my bubble. So if you're joining me on my bubble, thank you for joining me in this wonderful world of creation bubble for me. Yes. Have no faith. Well, there were times I had no faith. A year ago, I had no faith. There were many times that I was on the phone with suicide hotline or friends or the edge of a cliff or sitting at the river. I can't swim. There's been many times I have not had faith. And somehow here we are. So at this point, faith is everything that I have right now because I have hit rock bottom and faith is, it's all I got. So I can probably give more stories, but my phone is going to die. And actually, these videos, I don't like them to get close to 30 minutes because then I have trouble with the uploading portion of it. I don't know why 20 minutes, 25 minutes is good, but I start getting that 30-minute mark and it's like, nope. So thank you for joining me. There were some birthday people. Can I do? I don't know how, I don't know if I can do little emojis myself, but if I could do emojis for birthdays, happy birthdays. If they're even still in here, they're probably not. There's only 2 people. I can't really see names of people that are in here. So again, my name's Deborah. The channel's called Awaken with Deb. I just share the human experience, help others with their human experience. I do have certifications and educations and and credentials and experience with guiding clients and things, but you know, this is what we're doing right now. Just connecting through the internet. It's amazing that we have this ability. So have a blessed evening or wherever you are. If you're on the other side of the world, I think you're usually like 8 hours ahead by the time you hit Europe. Have a blessed day. Comment if any of this resonated or don't. But random lives are probably going to be a thing. So if you enjoyed this, hit the subscribe button because I think that's how you get notified if I do these in the future. So thank you for joining me. Have a blessed day.